Hello. One thing that a lot of students don't know is that everything on the internet is copyright protected, which means that there is a law stating that you can only use it if you have permission. And that applies across the internet, even if an item is not labeled that way. And so when you're looking for images to use in a school project and you're copying and pasting them into your own project, you may be violating copyright law even if you're not aware of it. And so I want to make sure you know how to make sure that's not happening. If I'm looking for a picture of a castle to use for my project, I'll start on Google and then I'm going to narrow my results down by images. So I'm going to click up here. I could also look for videos, but I'm going to focus this tutorial on images. Once I've got those images, I want to make sure these are all pictures of castles, but I want to make sure that they're all licensed, meaning permission has been given for my use. So I'm going to go under settings and I'm going to click where it says advanced search. Now, there are lots of ways that I can filter my results, and you may find that playing around with some of these search fields is a good way for you to eliminate results that you don't want and make sure you're only getting the ones that you do. What I'm going to focus on right now is the bottom option, which is usage rights. And right now it says all. So we're going to look first at Creative Commons license. Creative Commons is the name given to an effort to make sure that everybody understands what's usable and what's not on the internet. And these are simple and readable and understandable. And that's why I'm going to ask you to start with those, because when I click over these pictures now or hover over these pictures now, I can see a little licensable tag that pops up over the pictures. When I click on that, it's going to tell me over here the details. Am I allowed to use this picture? Well, this tells me in plain, simple language that I'm free to share it, meaning I can use it in my own project. I'm free to adapt it, meaning I can crop it, I can add a filter to it, I can put stickers on it, as long as I give credit. I have to say where I got the image. And if I make anything and share it on the internet, I have to give others the same permission. In other words, I can't take this picture, do something with it, and say no one else is allowed to use it. It has to continue to operate under the same license. And you really only need to worry about that if you're publishing out to the internet as far as giving license. So just make sure that on your project, you give credit to where you found the picture. If I go back, I can click on others. Again, I'm just going to go over here where it says license details. This says I'm free to share it. I'm free to adapt it as long as I give credit. All right, so what happens if I choose the other kind of license? You see where it says commercial and other licenses? I'm going to click on that one this time. I don't recommend this search filter because it doesn't seem to be quite as helpful. So let's say I want to use this guy. And I'm going to go over here and I'm going to click where it says learn more or license details, sorry. All right, this is a page, 2 pages, 3 pages of fine print explaining when I'm allowed to use it, how I'm allowed to use it, who I need to contact if I'm going to use it. Guys, I'm doing a school project. I don't have time to spend 3 days reading this content license agreement. So this is not an image that I want to use. I don't want to risk violating copyright, and I certainly don't want to take the time to make sure that I'm in line with all these agreements. This is why I recommended the Creative Commons filter. I'm going to go back to where it's safe and easy to understand. And now when I click on these licenses, I should be able to see exactly what I'm allowed to do and when I'm allowed to do it. I hope this is helpful for you guys. This is especially important if you're sharing anything on the internet, because you want to make sure that you're not sharing pictures that the creators have not given permission to be shared.